Welcome back to another video. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. MeiaSoQuick with the uploads. Intro's over. Subscribe before you go. Alright, welcome everyone. Today is something new that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing my little planner. I have this Clever Fox planner, as you can see, and we're going to bullet journal. So this is a really thick planner. It's got a lot of pages in here, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on planning. As you guys can see, all the different things that are in here, and yeah, we're just gonna get going. I'm excited to go ahead and decorate, and then I've got all these grid lines spaced in the back. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to start on this cover page, and what I'm going to do, I just clip it away, and I've already mixed up some paints. I just used some brown, yellow, oranges, and some black just to kind of get a color. And for here, I've already went ahead and did the drawing, so I'm just going in with some super cheap acrylic paint, okay? Like, I did not use any expensive, none of the good stuff that you've seen me use in my other videos. So this is just some cheap acrylic craft paint that I'm going on. And I'm going to do this in lightest to darkest. So I'm going lightest to darkest because I won't really have to worry about the lines as much. Like if I get it over on the dark side, it's okay because the dark will cover up. But if I went dark first and then tried to recover it up with light, like it just wouldn't work. So just know that if you're ever painting and you're planning on using multiple colors, try to go light and then dark. You can always build up, but you can't take it back. All right, so I'm not really sure if you can actually see the image in here, but I pulled this image off of online. I just was checking out boho art, and like this popped up, and it was two different images, and I put them both on these different pages, but they flowed like so well together. It's just a girl looking off to the side, and the other ones are just some hands, you know, looking like in a bright orange sun. So what I'm going in, I've already did the cream color in the background, and then I have like this sienna color brown that I'm gonna do in this rectangular shape at the top. As you can see, me just taking my time to paint. I love painting. It's just, I don't know, it's so relaxing, and I don't know, I find that I'm a better artist when I paint versus like when I draw. Now, I mean, I have drawings in this, but like, I don't know, I like painting. It's less stressful and it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So I'm just going to take this time and you guys can just watch me paint, and I'll just let my music go for a little bit. So next you can see that I've grabbed the yellow, and I should have did the yellow honestly before the brownish color that I just did, but it worked out fine anyway. And I'm just here painting. I'm trying to be as close to the edge with the cream color because I've already painted that and I can't go back over that with cream. But then once I get on the inside, I really don't have to like be so careful. I can kind of just paint over it because the next color going on top of this yellow is going to be a brown. So as I said, you can be messy. You don't have to worry about staying inside the lines once you got that general shape. And that's what it looks like once it's all done. The power of editing, and I can just skip forward and have it all done. So next I'm just going to paint the woman. I'm going to paint this brown skin color as well on this page as well as the other page. And once again, here's where you want to like stay in the lines because you don't want to go over the cream. And oh, I made a mistake. Oh my God, you guys see how I just put black on there? And I just tried to wipe it up as quick as I could with a towel. It wound up like not being like destroying it. Like it wind up being like, okay, you can always paint over things when it dries and it might show up. But yeah, that was an accident. Luckily it didn't really detract. So I see you looking at it now. Stop looking at it. Stop looking at my imperfection. Okay. But yeah, then I'm just gonna finish up with this brown paint and then I'll move on. Now that I'm done with the brown, I'm going to hop straight in with the black. And at first, I'm just going to go ahead and outline just so I can see, because it is, I have penciled sketched this, but it is under the paint. So I'm just going to go ahead and outline all the areas that are going to be filled in with black. And let's just speed that whole process up so y'all can see it. Yep. Boom, boom. Let's get there. Let's get there. We're almost there. She's got hair, and I'm being a perfectionist, as we see. All right. Yes, hair is there, and now I'm just gonna go on a bunch of little circular motions because us black girls, we got some texture. Okay, so I'm trying to add some texture just by swirling my brush. And I don't know if y'all can see it. I can see it, and I guess that's what matters because this is a planner. This is just mine, and I'm gonna do it where this hair is just kind of side swept over the side, and I'm just going to use that same technique with just doing a bunch of circular motions with my brush. And you don't want to make this paint super heavy because it will kind of like make your pages kind of like curl up. So you can always use like little clips like I did to try to keep your pages as stretched out and straight as you can. But that's just a tip for you. And always test your paper to make sure like that the paint won't like actually seep through. You can always tear a piece of paper off the back page that you might not use, but that's just a tip. Okay, I'm gonna go in and get these eyebrows sharp. Yep, the eyebrows are looking good. They're looking really nice and arched. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of melanin to her lips. Okay, sometimes we tend to have darker lips, but I love it. It looks cute on this painting. So once I've got that, that's pretty much all the details in her skin tone. And then I'm going to go in with my gold pencil and I'm going to add in some accents, okay? So as you can see, this is just a gold gel pen, and I really like how this contrasted against the skin. Like it looks like, like a war paint, if you will. So I just went in with that gold and I did a bunch of swoops and a bunch of dots, right? Trust me, I'm not taking credit for this art style because I literally just seen an image online and was like, oh, I like it. I would love to credit an artist, but this kind of just, like it was a Google image and I saw it and that's what it was. But by all means, if you see this image somewhere, you could tell me who painted it. But yes, so I'm just going in and I'm finishing all these little details in gold, and I'll just go ahead and skip through that so you guys can see that, because literally you're just seeing me trace and draw and then eventually fill it in. All right, now that all the gold accents are done, I'm just going to go in with a quote. And I found this quote. It says that, I'm going to like do this really slowly as you can see. But yeah, I'm just trying to do this in with I didn't know really what style I was going to do. I do suggest, figure it out. My line kind of went off a little bit, and then here I forgot how many loops a W has. Lord knows, okay? Cover page, it is what it is. And yes, there were some mistakes, but it's fine. I spelled all the words right, and that's what matters, because that would have got under my skin if I spelled some words wrong. But there you go. You can see it says, your mind will always believe everything you tell it, right? Definitely. So, you definitely got to be positive, because whatever message you're sending yourself is the message that you're going to believe, right? Like if you constantly tell yourself negative things, you're going to internalize that, So be on the positive. As it says, your mind will always believe everything you tell it. So on this other side, you can see the continuation of that quote. And I just did a little bit of some other style of letters. But yeah, so the other side, it says, feed it hope, feed it truth, feed it love, right? Definitely words to live by. That's why I have it over here at the front of my journal, and definitely something I can look at all the time just to, be positive. So once I've got that, this is the inside page, and I'm definitely going to have to cover up this spots. Okay, it's cute or whatever, but like I need to personalize it. So on my little test page, I did this painted background when I was trying to see like, okay, is the page going to be okay? And then I decided I'm going to still use it, and I decided to just draw a girl just living her life with some flowers and some butterflies on her shoulder. And I'm gonna go ahead and color that in. And when it's all said and done, I'm just gonna cut it out and paste it onto this name page because I needed to jazz it up a little bit. So once I was done coloring it to my liking, I just cut it out. I put some double-sided tape on there, and then I literally just stuck it right over that fox on the front page. So really simple. And then I did some little flowers and vines around it, and I wrote my name in the planner. Okay, I'm probably going to add some more later on, but as you can see in these next pages, there's a bunch of things that I'm going to use. I think I'm definitely going to use them, but it's a lot. And yeah, I just want to do the decorating right now. So I'll write in all these things. As you can see, they have like monthly pages and then monthly reviews, and then they have like daily pages. Like, it's a really thick book. And then on the back, there's just a ton of blank grid spaces. So I'm going to do all of my trackers and things like that. So on this page, I decided to start off with a grid spacing guide, just so I don't have to count 1,000,001 dots every time I'm trying to draw something on these next pages. So I numbered across and I numbered down, and it's 39 across and 54, 50 something down. But either way, I found the middle, and I did in blue. So I did the middle vertical and the middle horizontal, and then I did thirds in red, and then I did quarters in gold. So you can see that I didn't do quarters going across because I just assumed like that I wouldn't need that. And fast forward ahead, I didn't need quarters going across, but you can do whatever type of dimensions you need. And so I'm just decorating this up here, and then I'll be moving on to the next thing. So on this page, I decided that I wanted to do a mood tracker, and I've seen a bunch online of like a year in pixels. So I figured like, cool, I can do that. I can do pixels when you just fill in a different color in like a grid format of what feeling you feel. So to keep it, in that pixel family, I decided to do some pixel characters. So for here, I am doing a pixelated Pac-Man. All right, so you can pretty much see what I'm doing. I'm literally, pretty much, you can just sketch around it and then just draw boxes around all the lines. Pac-Man is super, super easy to draw. So like, even if you can't draw, like, you can draw Pac-Man. Do a circle and then just do like a triangle, inverted triangle inside the mouth, and boom, you got it. Okay. So once I did that, I just colored it around in yellow, and then all those little black boxes, I went ahead and colored that in with a black marker as well. And then, voila, fast forward, I'm done with these boxes, and you'll see that, boom, there you go, there's Pac-Man. And then I decided that, okay, Pac-Man needs some company, but like not Mrs. Pac-Man and not a ghost. So I decided to go with Toad. That was simple. Gotta love, classic Nintendo games, right? So here I am doing the same pretty much thing as I did with Pac-Man, but now with Toad, and these colors, I'm just using red and black. Super simple. Okay. And as you can see it there, eventually I'm going to move it up because somehow I moved my page further down. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. There we are. So now I've picked the colors that I want to represent my many different moods. Okay. Happy is the only one that matters. And then yes, I have hormonal on there. Those are for the days that I don't know.
Like I'm feeling a bunch of things. Ladies, you know what I mean. Some days the only way you can describe it is you're hormonal. And yeah, so there you go. And I did a whole bunch of little colors, and it says such a mood at the top, and on the bottom it says a year in pixels. And that is my mood tracker for the whole year, you know? Boom, there it is. All right, now I'm flipping over to my next page, and my next page is definitely a big goal for me this year because I don't know what it is. I used to read so much, and now I still read a lot, but I don't read actual books. Like, I read articles all the time. I read the news all the time. Like, I'm reading, I mean, I guess I read like how-tos, but like, I really just want to get back into some like nonfiction, right? I mean, I guess I can do some fiction too, but like, I really want to just get into some reading more books and completing them. So on this page, I'm going to draw out a bunch of different books. And as I read books, like I'm just going to write in like the name of the book, right? So not necessarily one name of the book per book. Like I have like 3 grid lines, so I can put like the names of 3 books on one of my book drawings. And like that would be something if I have 6 on here. If I read 18 books in a year, like pat on the back to me. I know it's something I can do, but like I just haven't in a long time, and that is definitely a big goal for me this year. It's just to get back into like reading actual books. I'm so tired of reading things on a screen. Like, I don't know, being in COVID, like, and just being on the screen way too much. Like, I'm over it. My eyesight is over it. So I'm also drawing some little plants. At least I can keep them alive on the pages because I can't keep them alive in real life, but they're fun to look at, and my favorite color is green. So yeah, I just drew that to jazz up the page. And then I'm giving it a title of books I've read, and like I said, hopefully I can fill these up. Boom. So on to this next page, as you see, this is just, I can't even talk. This is going to be my reading tracker. So I just want to do a tracker to see like how much I read on a daily basis. I really have a goal of like just like dropping the phone and like not being on YouTube videos as much as I have. Like, does anyone else go down a rabbit hole and like you just find yourself watching things that you're just like, how did I get here? But now that I'm here, I'm hooked on it. Okay, all right, sorry, I got a little sidetracked, but here we are. I'm making my little key for my reading, and it's gonna range from literally 0 minutes all the way to if I go over an hour. And then I just colored this little drawing of a girl with, you know, her hands on top of books, and the title will just be my reading tracker. So here I am sketching out the text. There is an easier way to do this, and you guys will see. One way to do what I'm doing right now is, the easy way would have probably just been to put a piece of tape down and then draw directly over it, and then I wouldn't have to worry about the blank space, but I didn't think of it at first. And so anyway, I wrote it out, and then I just erased the center, and then I rewrote the word in cursive in the middle. And I so love this. I think this is my favorite type of print style. I don't know what it is, but there we go. There's my reading tracker. And then on to my next page. As you can see, maybe you can't really, but this is going to be my workout tracker. I used to work out so much, and then I don't know, every summer like it gets super hot and fires happen in California, and then I can't breathe, and then I quit, and then it takes me like months, like pretty much almost a whole year to get back to it. So I'm really gonna keep up with working out this year. Okay, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do it. And looking at this page, it's gonna help me. Okay, I believe it will help me. So anyway, I just got this girl, and she's over here curling a bar, something I never do because I don't need my arms to look super swole, but this was cool anyway. All right, so I just drew this. Once again, like these are all like images that I got off the internet, and then I just hand drew them. Like I drew them freehand because I can't just draw things from my mind. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I mean. Like, apparently, like I can draw well, but like I can't think of something in my mind and draw it. Like I have to literally visually see something. I mean, I guess they call that reference, but mine is not even a reference. Like it's just a full out copy, but I don't claim to be an artist. So here we go. This is the key for what I work out: stretching or yoga, cardio, and like stuff like that. So Next, as you can see, I have all these different water trackers because I do drink a lot of water, but apparently I don't drink enough of the recommended. So I'm going to do a daily water tracker, and I decided on this one that I would be a little bit creative and do some Dutch doors. So first I'm going to just go ahead and color in this mandala. Do you guys remember drawing those a lot when you were kids? I know I would. And just doodle, 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 and boom, there it is. So this is for July and August. And as it goes, I'm just gonna like fill in the lines with like little cups of water, like however many I drink in a day. And then on the next page, you can see with these water bottles, depending on the color of my key, I would just fill in each one of these triangles for a day of the month, right? This is September and October, and whatever color blue would be for however much water I drank for that day. And then the same thing for November and December, I'll just color in the different droplets for every day of the month. And then on my next one, I have is just a bunch of circles, right? They're going to look like bubbles, right? I'm staying on a water theme if you follow me, right? The next one is, I don't even know what to call this tracker, but you see it. It's round and the colors will go out. And once again, I'll just shade it in with what I have. And on this last one, same thing, another tracker. So as you can see, I got water trackers for the whole year. Next, I also I wanted to do some tabs because as I said, I'm going to do these in Dutch doors. So you pretty much cut the page in half off and I left the tabs on there so that way I can kind of flip through them easy. And for the tabs, I'm just going to cover them up with some washi tape that also will match the key that you see right there on my left hand side. So once the washi tape is applied, that's what it looks like. So I can just flip through freely and you see that the tapes match the little blue that I have on my key to show how much I actually drank for that day. And those are my water trackers. And I got really frustrated because apparently I cut the last page one line too short. All right, but on to the next page. This next page is going to be a page where I keep track of the days that I don't spend money outside of bills because I got bills to pay and it's life, okay? It's adulting. I wish I could go back to the days when I didn't have to have adult-like responsibilities. Anybody else feel me? But anyway, these will be my no-spend days, all right? And every day that I do not spend money, I am going to give myself like a little gumball, right? So I just will color in a little gumball, and hopefully at the end of this, I think I did like have like 342. Like I counted. It's not a full 365, but like I should be able to. No, I'm not gonna. I might even get half of this. Who knows? But on the next page, this is going to be my savings goal. So I've really been trying to save. You know, the goal is that I'll save up for a house. You know, and drop some money on there. Bow on a deposit. So on this page is where I'm doing my savings goal. So I just have this treasure chest and I put a goal out there, and as I reach up and climb up out of this treasure chest, I'm just going to color it in as I get there. And there's that. I'm going to color this in, and that's my savings goal.
So let's finish my spend days, and then next after this page, I've done a period tracker. And on the period tracker, I did a wine glass and I put some washi tape over it and spill. And then all our months here, the dates, and then here you can see what the symbols will mean when I actually fill in the grid there. And then on the opposite side, I just have a list of groceries, my grocery list there. So that is this tracker here. And I can add in some doodles, I just didn't feel like it. And then for the next thing, I have all of my social media. So I have where I'll keep track of my Instagram presence. And as it goes on, I'll just bubble it in and I might write in like, what is the, whatever, like the number of followers or something like that, whatever, I figure it out. And then the same thing again with the YouTube, I might color in the actual red part of it as I reach a certain goal. And I'll write in those goals as well. So that would be for that. And then I have some more. For TikTok, I have it where I will simply just, for every month, I want it to kind of look like a beat, like the, you know, that thing, whatever, that goes up and down. And so whatever it is, it might be views. I have 2 boxes, so it might be views along with like followers. So it should look like some up and down thing for that. And then on this side, I have my Etsy, where I'll keep track of however many orders I get in a month. I'll write down what my listings are, and these will put all of my listings that I'll have there. And then at the end of every month, I'll just go ahead and put however many orders I got for that particular item listed in my store. And then we're on to the ending, which I love this, is my, you know, be social. It's be a social butterfly that I have on here. So on all of these, I made a bunch of butterflies, and it's just a bunch of things like a book club, a road trip, paintball, pickup sport game, karaoke night, wine tasting. So a bunch of different social activities to kind of get me out, especially since we've been locked up for so long. And whenever I do one of these activities, I'm just going to color in the butterfly. And on this side, you can't really tell what it says, but it says, "We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty." And that was a quote by Maya Angelou. And on here, I just have like a pop-up butterfly. I might go ahead and do a backing of some cardstock just to keep it a little less flimsy and to really get it to, you know, stay upright. And then I was thinking if there was any other social activities that I do that I don't necessarily have here, that I can always write them here as well. And so that is pretty much my journal. I'm going to go in and I'll just do a quick flip through of everything. And I am going to be adding in some more things. Like I have some more pages for traveling that I'll add in, and I'll put those in another video when I do that, because I got a lot of trips to plan for. But I'll go ahead and just do a quick flip through of everything that we have. So once again, we have our cover here. And then here is where I did this, and I'm thinking I might add a year of a glance right here. Then, as I said, this will be all those kind of like planning things, mind maps. I'll fill it out. And then for July, I just did a quick little spread that I'll add in more details as I go day to day. And I'll do my daily planning. And then here I'll use this section to do my daily planning. So I'll jump onto that. And then other than that, for all of my trackers and whatnot, it's got a lot of thick pages. I have this grid spacing guide, as you guys can see there, that will help. And I use that on all my other pages. Here I'm going to add in some things for some routines, just what my daily routines are. And then there you go. I added a quote page. It says, "I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe." All right. That was the song, if you guys remember, that Whitney Houston sang. Yeah, I really like that page. And I did some, you know, the lettering and some gradients. And then, like I said, my mood tracker, my books I'm going to read, my reading tracker, my workout tracker, all of my water trackers with all of the different tabs there, right? Definitely a fun page. All right, all of those. And then I have, like I said, the no spending, and then the pages that you just saw, which, yeah, that, my groceries. All of these are going to be like travel planning pages in here, because I got a lot of trips I'm planning on going on. And then, like I said, my social media, TikTok and Etsy. And then finally, being a social butterfly. And that is that. All right, so I plan on getting a lot of use out of this, and end of my video. I hope you guys watch and stay tuned for another one. All right, see you guys. Bye.